We are talking today about The Matrix. The movie is getting Warner Media sued because Warner Media decided to release The Matrix exclusively on HBO Max because of a lot of things, pandemic whatsoever, and other things. But the producer's suing Warner Media because he didn't make very much money because the movie didn't make very much money. But guess what, guys? It wasn't because of HBO Max, because the movie sucked.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about this article, or this. It's like when they talk about it, this is from The Verge, and when they talk about it, like, the movie would have done better. I mean, maybe more people may have gone and seen it on opening weekend, but let me tell you something. After opening weekend, word got out very quickly that this was a horrible, horrible movie, the worst of all the Matrix movies.
Yeah,
So
maybe you would have tricked more people into watching it, but still a garbage movie.
It would have tricked more people into going. And so for Village Roadshow Films, so this is the studio that is complaining about it. Village Roadshow Films, they co-produced the Matrix regurgitations with Warner Brothers, and they're suing them over basically what you explained. The lawsuit was filed yesterday, which was the 7th of February, and they're co-producing the film. So basically what it is they feel like, well, let me give the actual litigation here. In a statement shared with The Verge, Warner Brothers called the lawsuit a frivolous attempt by Village Roadshow to avoid their contractual commitment to participate in the arbitration that we commenced against them last week. So it sounds like there's more to the stories here. They have no doubt that this case will be resolved in our favor. It sounds like Warner Media actually took the first step against them. So I wonder if this is a countersuit. We need to look into this a little deeper.
Isn't this very similar to the whole Scarlett Johansson thing?
It is. It is a little bit. It is a little bit. So, let's see here. The suit. Here's what the suit states: the hit to the Matrix regurgitations box office returns was not the result of just the cannibalization from streaming, but from the rampant piracy it knew would come by distributing this marquee picture on a streaming platform on the same day as its theatrical release. The suit states the cumulative result was devastating. So what are they saying here? They're saying that people stole it from HBO Max and shared it all over the world. Is that what they're saying? That is so dumb. I can't even begin to tell you.
Yeah, like why would you take the time to even download a poor copy of The Matrix when you can just sign up for an HBO Max free trial?
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that some people did it, but like, what percentage of the viewing population would that be? 0.5%? 0.1%?
Yeah, it can't be that high. It's so much easier just to sign up for a free trial to watch the movie. That's than to find. Look, I mean, look, guys. And I used to be a ARG pirate in my day. I downloaded a lot of free crap before there were 3,000 streaming services and the ability to rent a brand new in-theater movie for $2.99 from Amazon. It was easier. Yeah, it was. It was much easier to go pirate back then. But now, not only is it much harder to pirate, but it's also much more dangerous. And again, it's faster, easier, and still free to just sign up for a free trial to watch The Matrix and then dump your free trial than to go look for a copy of this movie. Like, maybe, yes, I'm sure it was done, but that is not the reason the movie is a flop. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. They continued. I mean, this is actually really serious. Like, these people have produced, they've made together, distributed 91 films.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's not like these guys have a long time relationship. There's movies being affected by this, like the projects that they're working on right now, like Wonka, as in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. like a series based on that, a
That's cool.
series based on The Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, I want to see that.
Right. These are things that are getting held up. Warner Brothers is basically saying you need to relinquish your co-financing and co-ownership rights to these projects so we can move forward. And Village Roadshow's like, ain't gonna happen.
Oh, wow.
It says here, when Village Roadshow refused, Warner Brothers said the quiet part out loud. It will not allow Village Roadshow to benefit from any of its derivative rights going forward, despite the over $4.5 billion it has paid to Warner Brothers to make and distribute 91 films. So what Warner Brothers is saying is like, whatever money is made on all these films we made together going forward, we're not going to give you any money. Even though you paid originally for it. They're like playing hardball with these guys.
Right.
Yeah, they're basically saying that now the response is that Warner Brothers has a fiduciary duty to account to Village Roadshow for all earnings from the exploitation of films' copyrights, not just those it can hide through sweetheart deals to benefit HBO Max. Wow. This is just crazy, man. The suit states that there's no doubt that the abysmal theatrical box office sales figures from the Matrix regurgitations dilute the value of this tentpole franchise as a film's lack of profitability, generally prevent studios from investing in additional sequels and derivative films. Let me tell you what. Let me go to court so I can testify that this is a horrible movie, and they weren't going to make any much more money than they made off of it. It was a total flop.
Yeah. Here's another thing too. Is like they were the producers of the film. Like the producers of the film they could have seen the script, the movie ahead of time and made changes prior to the release. So like I mean they're at the very least they are part of the parties responsible for destroying this franchise.
Wow. It only earned $37 million domestic box office.
That's rough.
Last month. Wow.
That's rough.
That 37 million. I mean, let's think about it. How many people? A lot of people probably would have went and seen it that didn't have HBO Max, right? Let's say you double that number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's $74 million, right?
Okay.
How much did they lose? Let's see. How much did Matrix Resurrections cost? Let's see. Oh, 190 million. So, yeah, Village Roadshow. Unless you're just irritated with the whole thing. Yeah, I know. I think this has a lot more to do with the other projects that they do with Warner Brothers, and the fact that something happened behind the scenes where it was like, hey, listen, you guys, this is wrong, and Warner Brothers like, deal with it, because Warner Brothers must have more control, and this is all that Village Roadshow can really do. It's kind of hold up projects that they have co-ownership of. So I really hope that this doesn't go forward. I mean, how do you feel about the whole releasing things to streaming at the same time it's out in theater? What's your opinion of that?
Hey, as someone who hates to go out to theaters, I love it, but
Okay.
I understand how it's bad for the industry.
That's a good point. So it's good for, it's almost like they won't be able to have partnerships. And I think this is what Warner Media doesn't understand, is that you really can't have partnerships with other studios if you're going to hog the earnings.
Right.
And that's kind of what they're doing.
There's no like independent way of checking how much they made or whatever. Like just take our word for it. It made this much. Like that's not really reasonable. Additionally, if you're going to be making less money per movie, then that means that the movies are going to have to cost less, because the movie making is a business. It's not a, what we saw the last year, because the whole pandemic thing was, so unique. If it ever happens again, I think those studios are probably just going out of business. Like you can't afford just to, absorb those heavy of losses every year. So we don't want movies to change in the sense where we don't want them to have super low budgets and even go on like a TV kind of a get up. We don't want that. We want them to be big tentpole blockbusters like we usually do. We want, we want movies like Endgame and Spider-Man No Way Home. And you can't get those movies if you don't have the budget. If you don't think you're going to be able to recoup those losses and make money off of it, you're not going to put that kind of money into it. And streaming, you're not going to make the same money on streaming that you're going to make at the theater. Just bottom line.
Yeah, Village Roadshow basically alleges that Warner Brothers is now pushing them away, attempting to cut them out when it comes to working on and profiting from franchise work. Like, they did Joker together, they did all the Ocean movies together, and all the Matrix films. So, what this is basically, you tell Village Roadshow, it's like, look, this is a relationship that Warner wants out. You guys have been married for a long time. The relationship's stale. Warner sees, we can make a lot more money over here. They got that good-looking girlfriend HBO Max over here that they can make more money off of, and so they want to break up. That's what it is. And Village Roadshow, they're a little desperate right now. They had a good thing going. That's what it is,
HBO Max is like their breakup chick.
Yeah, it's like they're
they've been going steady for a long time. They've been coming home from work.
Right.
They've been saying, "Here, I'm honey, I'm home." They eat their dinner, they go to bed. Now they're breaking up, and they want someone that's wild. Okay, they want someone they can throw into some midlife crisis, convertible, and just flip off the world and drive down on Wilshire Boulevard, banging Dr. Dre at 2 a.m. That's what they want.
Yeah. HBO Max is wearing makeup.
Yeah, she got makeup on.
It's telling Warner all the wonderful things that they ever wanted to hear about how wonderful they are.
She got glitter on her face.
Right. Yeah. No, exactly, man. It's HBO Max is the nines right now. And honestly, what Warner needs to do, and I know what they want to do, they want to stop working with other studios. And why do they need to? They got tons of money.
Yeah.
Make it all themselves, then they can release it on HBO Max. They get the subscription base, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, we love you, cinematic industry, but we can make a whole lot more money just releasing directly to HBO Max.
Yeah.
And now they'll do this only until they can get Max subscriptions.
Right.
Once that's done, then you will see them trying to double dip again, saying, "Oh, we already get the subscriptions. We'll change it to another model." So don't be surprised if this flexes a lot, changes. And you don't see HBO coming up with a new, after maybe 6 months to a year, they'll come up with probably something different based on how many subscribers they're getting.
That's how low my light was in here.
Oh, they're never going to make, that's it. That was the last Matrix film. Based on how much money they earned, there's not going to be more of these.
Right.
So there's no way, there's no, Village Roadshow saying, well, there's going to be additional movies. I'm like, if these guys commit to doing more films after regurgitation, then they're just bad at business. That's it.
Yeah. The odds of them making more Matrix movies are pretty slim.
Ridiculous.
So hey, listen, if you love Matrix Resurrections, then I'm happy for you. But I got some bad news. That's probably the last one.
Agreed.
Okay, well that's it for some breaking news. We'll be back tomorrow on Popcast Unleashed, and we'll be back on Friday.
Yes.